तो बच्चों, today we will be studying the third part of the chapter 8. In this part, we will be studying about sexual reproduction in plants. Parts of a flower consists of this sepal, then petal, then stamen, and then pistil or carpel. Here you can see the sepals. Sepals are the green outermost circle of the flower which protects the bud. When the flower is in the bud stage, at that time it protects. Then this part, petals. Petals are the most attractive part of the flower, and its function is also to protect the reproductive parts of the flower. That is the stamen and pistil. It is also attractive with different colors to attract the insects for pollination. Next part is the stamen, which contains anther and filament. Here you can see the anther is there and here is the filament. The upper swollen part is called anther and it consists of two lobes. In each lobe there are two pollen sacs. So total there are 4 pollen sacs in it, and these pollen sacs, they contain pollen grains, and this is the stalk-like part known as filament. The carpel consists of 3 parts: stigma, style, and ovary. Stigma is that part which is the uppermost part of the carpel, and it is sticky so that the pollen grains can sit on it. And style is the long part of the carpel. Then comes the ovary. Ovary is the swollen part of the carpel. It consists of ovules in it, which contains the egg cell in it. Pollination is a very important part of the reproduction process of plants, and pollination means that the transfer of the pollen grains from the stamen to the stigma. It is of 2 types: self-pollination and cross-pollination. Self-pollination means transfer of pollen to stigma of the same flower, or transfer of pollen to stigma of the flower of the same plant, while cross-pollination means transfer of pollen to stigma of different flowers. So here you can see A and B is self-pollination, C is the cross-pollination. Process of fertilization. Fertilization means the fusion of male gamete and the female gamete, and the resultant is zygote, which develops into a new plant. The process of fertilization takes place in these steps. First of all, the pollen grain reaches the stigma, then a pollen tube develops, which carries the male germ cells and reaches the ovary. 2 male gametes then enter the ovule. Here in the ovule, there are polar cells which fuse with the one of the male cell, and one egg cell is there which fuse with another male gamete or male germ cell. In plants, double fertilization takes place, and it is called double fertilization because in this fertilization takes place in 2 parts. One is the triple fusion and the other one is called fertilization. In triple fusion, one male gamete fuses with polar nuclei which consists of 2n number of chromosomes, which results in endosperm. And fertilization, one male gamete fuses with one egg cell and a zygote is formed. The endosperm develops into cotyledon, which provides nutrition to the growing embryo. Zygote forms the embryo. In this diagram, it is very clear that these are the 2 polar nuclei. They fuse with one of the male germ cell, and this is the egg cell which fuses with another male germ cell. It is also called sperm cell. So here comes the result of the triple fusion. Here is the result of the fertilization process. To understand it better, we are going to see the parts of seeds over here. This is the cotyledon. I told you previously that an endosperm is formed. This endosperm results in cotyledon, which provides nutrients to the growing embryo. And this is the embryo, this one. This consists of radicle and which develops into roots, and epicotyle, which results in shoot, that means leaves and stems. This is the seed coat, which is the covering of the seed. So this completes today's session.